A few years ago, when I was helping my brother clean out my mom and dad's house, I was going through some of the things my dad had, and I found this poem that was in there. And he used to have that, I believe, at his office where he was a teacher. And this poem is called The Man in the Glass, and it's one that talks about character. And if you look at it, it's faded, it's yellowed, it's old, but it wasn't something he stuck in a drawer. It's something he actually lived. Now, when he passed away last year, it really got me thinking about really what it was that made him who he was as a person. And one of the lines in that poem goes like this: "You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years, but your only reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass." And it's basically you looking in the mirror. You can fool other people in life, but if you're fooling yourself, that's really what matters. And I think my dad really understood something about that. It's basically almost lost today. But you know what? I thought I wanted to bring in a little bit of scripture as well. Not to replace the poem, but kind of to complete it. See, the poem says don't cheat the man in the mirror. But the Bible goes one step further. Don't cheat God. Because you know what? You can fool your boss, you can fool your friends, you can fool family, even yourself for a while. But you never fool God. He sees all your motives, your thoughts, and what your heart's all about. It's really a call for us to have genuine integrity. So that poem, The Man in the Glass, is actually you looking at yourself every day saying you have to live with yourself. But as a Christian, I actually wouldn't say that, because the mirror I look into could lie to me. It can make me feel bad about myself when God's actually forgiven me. So the final judge really isn't that man in the glass. It's really not yourself. It's God who made the man in the glass. So I was thinking about it. Maybe it's why he kept that. Because when he looked at and read that in the office every day, he wasn't telling himself that he was a perfect person, but he was reminding himself who he wanted to be. And he always lived with integrity. People even called him a righteous man. He always tried to do the right thing. Do good. Be a good person. Don't lie. So my dad has passed away now, but that old piece of faded paper that's in that frame, I still have. And it still asks me that question every time I see it. Am I becoming the man I should be? And even more importantly, am I becoming the man that's God shaping me to be? And I know these aren't exactly the same question, but together they become a pretty good way to live.